easy. Little park.
Okay, cool. And the combo up where we'll
Jump over people.
Yeah, he like me.
heavy.
Only 405.
Heavy.
I feel good.
All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Game Over podcast. I'm your host, FaZe Blaze, along with my co-host, Troy Carter Jr. to the left, and our special guest for the day, Mr. Jeleel.
Jeleel, yeah.
Did you catch the Ryan Garcia fight?
A little bit, yeah. I knew Javante was gonna win.
Sure.
Thought he was gonna knock him out.
Javante's just too strong.
Yeah, he's a beast.
And accurate as hell.
Accurate. Like the dude's like a little tank.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, a little tank, yeah.
You know, the dude he hits too hard, bro. Like if they were to fight again, Tank is gonna win.
Yeah.
He's just too strong. Yeah. Some people are just too strong, like him, Francis Ngannou.
Yeah,
like some people are
he's scary. He's scary.
It just doesn't make sense.
I feel that.
Like some people you just can't beat.
Who would you want to get in the ring with if you were a part of like a celebrity boxing match? So you know how a bunch of these influencers are kind of doing the boxing, Jake Paul, KSI, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Who's one person in the industry that you would take in the ring?
In the industry, like music industry?
Yeah, sure. I mean, so you know, someone that people out there know.
I feel like Blueface is.
Oh, Jeleel versus Blueface.
But I would have to slim down because I weigh way more.
Sure. How much do you weigh total?
I'm like 2 something.
Damn, that's awesome, bro. You're tall too, so it's like it's not easy for tall people to like get a big muscle, get a big frame.
But I have like really long arms, bro.
Yeah, no, you do, yeah.
Like, but I like the WWE shit more.
Yeah,
it's more
WWE.
That'd be fire for you.
Have
bro.
you ever met any WWE people?
Bro, Bobby Lashley.
Oh, that's crazy.
I seen
He was
him,
the man. Like,
but he's not my favorite though.
Sure. No, he's
He's
still
one of my
legend.
favorites. He's one of my favorites.
Still an icon though.
My
Crazy
favorite
to me.
is Jeff Hardy.
Gotta
Jeff Hardy.
Gotta be you for you.
Yeah,
know,
he's
sure.
Jeff
Jeff
Hardy.
Hardy.
Icon.
You are a Hardy boy. Like,
Bro, Jeff Hardy, he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
And I love him because he was still like smooth, you know? He wasn't just all like,
Oh yeah, no, he had a swag to him.
he
for
was
sure.
so swaggy. Jeff Hardy was the swaggiest dude. You know? Hey, Jeff Hardy, if you're watching this, I love you, man.
What's your favorite Jeff Hardy memory?
My favorite Jeff Hardy memory. Okay.
You got like a moment in WWE?
Yeah, I loved when he came out. Like, there was one fight he came out and he was fighting RVD. It was in 2003.
Early 2000s.
Yeah, and he came out. He had the glow on his face. He had the glow
Ooh.
makeup. And then he was getting ready. He was doing his dance. And then he just was like feeling himself. And then he just walked into the ring, slid into the ring. So smooth.
That's sick.
Yeah, but that one, and I liked when he was fighting one of the Dudley brothers.
I know what you're talking
And
about.
he was
yeah.
like on top of a thing, and then he just looked at the crowd and he was like, and then he did his signature, and that shit was so crazy.
That's dope, bro. How old are you if you don't mind me asking?
Bro, I was like, what, 8?
You were 8? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That must have been a huge inspiration for you back then. That's awesome.
Bro, I love Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy's different.
That's awesome. Would you ever make like a song that's kind of like a Jeff Hardy song?
Yeah, of course.
Should dive in is like the Swanton.
Yeah,
Bomb
no,
anthem.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
100%.
I have some songs on my album that are like WWE type music.
Dope. Okay, cool.
Like, you know, like I have a song called Jump Jump, which is kind of like diving in a way. I have the song called Kane. I don't know if you know Kane from the WWE.
Yeah.
Undertaker's brother. And I have a song called Kane going on my album, but you know, I love WWE. It's so fire, you know?
That's awesome, man. We got to get Jeleel in the
Jaleel
WWE.
verse Logan
I'm
Paul.
here,
That
bro.
would be
God,
sick.
I'm
you
here
could,
for it.
You would
Like,
actually fit in really well with like,
Jaleel
the
versus
WWE
Logan
world.
Paul.
What kind
WWE.
of WWE fighter would you be? Like, would you be a power fighter on some Batista shit? Or you gonna be like, you're gonna try and be an athlete or what?
Both.
Ooh, okay.
I can see that. No, because
I'm
he could
gonna
do
be like-
everything, man.
Yeah,
He could do
yeah.
backflips. He could do everything, man.
I'll be like Bobby Lashley.
He didn't flip.
He didn't flip, but he was very athletic.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
he could still jump and shit. Like you
He
know?
was actually a fighter before the WWE, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a beast, bro. He was like an MMA fighter. Him and Brock Lesnar are beasts, bro.
Yeah,
Which
Brock
one of them had a
Lesnar's
better
legend, too.
career? And like as far as MMA goes,
You know what's so crazy? I feel like Brock did, but I feel like Bobby Lashley did too. They both had great careers, MMA wise.
How was Brock Lesnar's record? I know he made a splash because of who he
He
was,
was
and
a
he won
UFC
some
champ.
fights, but he
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brock
go-
was a UFC champ. Bobby Lashley fought in Bellator.
okay.
You know, so they both were crazy, great athletes, big guys, but you know they can fight. You know, and not like just because other WWE fighters didn't get in the ring don't mean they can't fight. Like Rob Van Dam, he's a good fighter too. You know, I'm sure a lot of these WWE fighters are actually good fighters. You know, but when you do Bellator and UFC, it takes a lot on the body. Like,
Sure. It's a
it's
good
not
point.
easy, you know. So I respect WWE people. I respect UFC fighters. I respect everybody because that's both of those shits take a lot on the body.
Sure.
You know.
What's your like workout regimen, diet like? Because like talking about the body, like you're in impeccable shape, bro. So
Yeah.
what does it take to get there?
Honestly, I eat anything except
Wow.
pork. Yeah, I don't eat pork though.
Sure,
But,
sure.
To be honest,
Can you
bro,
elaborate why
Let's
you don't
like-
eat pork, by the
Oh,
way,
yeah,
just
bet.
for the viewers?
Oh
Sorry.
yeah.
No,
Hey
you're good.
guys, listen. I don't eat pork because I'm Muslim, and you know I take my religion seriously. Obviously, I'm not the most perfect Muslim, but hey, I try. So I
Sure.
don't-
And that's part of, just for the viewers who might not know, that's part of the religion to not
eat pork. Yeah,
Very
but
interesting.
I would say, you know, I eat anything.
Like, are you wake up and it's like every morning you got 6 pancakes, 4 eggs,
Nah,
6 pieces of
sometimes
bacon?
you know.
like,
Sometimes I won't eat in the morning. I might just go work out and then I'll eat
Sure.
after.
But in general, on like a normal day, do you eat a lot of food? Like, would you say you?
No. I think I eat a good amount. Maybe
Okay.
some eggs, a bagel.
Sure.
Maybe some fruit on the side. It's never anything. I feel like I'm just like a genetic freak.
yeah,
Sure.
I feel like that's
You know?
the realest you can keep it.
No, you
Like,
have.
I'm just being honest. Like,
No, for sure.
but if you guys want to get the real raw routine and look like Jeleel one day,
Was your pop
you
jacked?
got you got to tap into his Instagram. You got to tap
yeah,
his Instagram. Watch
follow
stories.
Jeleel
Yeah.
and I got you.
Yeah, there you go.
Your pops, was he swole?
You know
Like,
what?
you just come from a family of swole
You know
human
what?
beings?
He's shorter, but I
Yeah.
could tell he used to be swole. You know,
It kind of turned chubby a little bit.
he's not chubby. He really like he has a fast metabolism. He's honestly like he has a good build.
Sure.
You know.
That's dope. Well, you mentioned your album a little bit. Tell me
Yeah.
about that, man.
You
Have you
know
been
what?
recording on that for a while?
Yeah, I actually took the year off, was focusing on my album because just because I blew up on TikTok doesn't mean I'm not an artist.
Sure.
I love music. I love to create.
I could always tell that from you since day
Yeah.
one, since the first time I ever met you. I could tell how real of an artist you are and how dedicated you are to your art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You found this pathway on TikTok to like be a personality and promote your music through that. But at the end of the day, like you are a real ass artist, which excites me to hear more of your music. You know,
Appreciate it.
I'm a fan of your music too. Like
Thank you,
I
man.
know like all the words to like your biggest records and stuff, and they were all
Thank you.
they've been in my playlist for a minute. So
That's the thing. Like, don't get it fucked up. Like people think, oh, he blew up on TikTok. Like, he's not a real artist. Like, you know, he's just a meme. Like, I haven't even dropped the album yet. Like, wait at least till I drop the album and then, you know, make judgments. And even if you do make judgments, who gives a fuck?
Facts.
You know?
And you're about to go on tour, right?
And I'm about to go on
Oh,
tour.
no
That's gonna be
way.
huge.
And
Like,
it's gonna
your
get
tour is
sold
what's
out.
gonna stamp you. And
Yeah.
are you solo touring?
Yeah, Real Raw tour. I'm going on tour with Young Chris.
Dope.
Young
Dope.
Chris.
That's you. That's our boy.
Dope.
Yeah,
he's
that's our
hard.
boy.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a really cool situation.
High
Have you
energy.
done a big tour before? Or like have you been
You know-
a person like on somebody else's tour? Yeah.
Nah, I actually haven't
Okay.
been on like any other rapper's tour.
What's
I
your
would love
mindset
to.
going into that? Like, are you excited? Are you nervous?
You know, going on tour, I'm never nervous, bro. Like,
Sure.
I was born to do this shit. You know, so
Yeah, you turn up.
yeah, I'm just gonna go hard and, you know, 5-star frog splash somebody.
Bro,
know,
you
in the
might
crowd.
you might kill somebody.
Hey, nah, don't worry, I won't hurt nobody.
sure.
But I can't wait. It's gonna be lit.
Bro, speaking of that tour, like because it's a two-pronged question.
Yeah.
So like, what was your favorite moment? And then I feel like the whole world has seen you do a backflip off a 34-foot platform, however high it was.
Dude,
I want
that
you
shit
to
was
tell us,
fucking
like,
nuts,
what does your
bro.
team say to you after you do something like that? Like, I know your manager is the only person who was not excited about that.
You know what's so crazy? In the moment, they're like, "What is he doing?" But like when you see the outcome from it, they're like, "Wow, like I'm glad he did that."
Of course, everyone's glad. Everyone on your
You know?
team's glad. Everyone
Bro.
who was there is glad. You brought the energy out. You created a viral moment
Yeah.
that
You
everybody's
do
sharing
that,
on the
bro?
internet, bro. Like,
You
But
on
the thing
demon
is,
time,
like the thing that
yeah,
like
for
he
Yeah.
believes in himself. Like
I know,
he
that's a-
believes in himself. Like
that's the thing though. Like because of that, I'm happy because it brought a lot of opportunity, and people were like, "Oh, who's Jeleel? Oh, his music is actually dope." But like, I don't want people to just think that's it.
You know what?
You know?
I hear where you're coming from. You know, I've dealt with similar situations, but I feel like it's really a positive thing to be able to create these viral moments and these meme moments. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
it's like just another opportunity for people to like figure out who you are. And if in the beginning they misjudge you, it's always a beautiful thing when you like prove to them that like, you know, you're the real fucking deal. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
But speaking of the viral moments, I bet there's gonna be some viral moments on tour too. I
Yeah,
bet
I'm
you're gonna do some
sure.
crazy stuff.
I'm sure, and not only like, it doesn't always have to be a flip. Like I'm always like, you know, maybe I'm lifting somebody.
Yeah,
on
yeah, you get the
stage.
Yeah, you're
fans
really
in it.
engaging
Yeah,
with the
yep,
fans,
yep,
bro.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm in there with the crowd, like having fun, you know. But I would say this: I've always been the underdog. Even though I'm a big dude, I've always been the underdog in anything in life. Even when I was a kid, I was bullied. I was a kid that, you know, I was always doubted. You know, I remember when I was a freshman in high school, like I got threw in a trash can by some seniors because, you know, they just wanted to bully me. So
How did you deal with that? Because I'm sure a lot of kids out there, you know, are deal with bullying on a daily basis. You know,
yeah,
how were you able to be, you know, get through that mentally?
I mean, over time,
Sure.
you get through it, but it sucks because it's like, damn, why are they doing this to me? I don't even know these people.
But you turn out to be Jeleel.
Yeah.
And who knows where those kids are right now. You know what I mean? I think that's like the
They actually,
what we gotta
one of
stick
them
with.
actually DM'd me. He was like, bro, like, I love what you're doing. Keep going. You know? And I still take note of it, but I'm like, appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know? I'm never going to hold a grudge and be like, fuck you. You know? Even though I still remember everything. But yeah, it's kind of like when you meet a girl, right? And, you know, like, you're trying to get at her and she kind of like dubs you. Like she's feeling you like in person, and then you like hitting her up like a day later, like, hey, nice meeting you. And she just like leaves you on red or just like, it's just like, damn.
Did
I
you
thought
have
was
like
feeling me?
did you have girls spin the block on you like after high school when you popped off and got
course.
crazy?
Of course. A lot of women been spinning the block
What
on
percentage
me.
of them do you give play, and then the rest of them do you just you leave them on red?
Bro, I don't give any of them play.
I'm like, oh,
Because,
That's
bro,
real.
why would I let someone that didn't believe in me, didn't really fuck with me, never saw the vision, have an opportunity?
Good for you, man.
Because
solid.
it's like now if something was to happen again and my career was going down, like, are you gonna still fuck with me?
right.
You know? So that's why, you know, I don't need to chase a woman or
Absolutely.
need to find validation in that. Like, I'm happy who I am, and I just want to keep growing as an artist and keep showing people like, yo, Jeleel could do this. Jeleel is more than an artist. He's an innovator. He's someone that's gonna make an impact. I want to make an impact. I want people to look at me and be like, yo, Jeleel, like, really is him, and I want to be better than him. So
That's
it.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's really dope.
Yeah, so yeah, I love everybody though. Like, you know, even those people that doubted me, I still love them. You know,
Dude, you're really wise, especially like for your age. What do you attribute that too? Is it just having a good circle, your parents? Is it the religion?
Yeah.
Is it what is kind of why you know so much shit, dude?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know how I know everything. I'm just like you. I don't know anything. Do you know shit?
I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
Yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know.
No, I honestly, I feel you, bro. Most of the time, I'm like, dude, I don't even know what the fuck like I'm doing, but it's like it's working. So
It's like we were talking about the other day.
Yeah, I don't. I'm like,
maybe it's the internet. Maybe it's just
yeah.
being tapped into the internet.
I think when I see, I think I just learn from experiences.
Sure.
You know, and like I've been through a lot, so with experiences comes knowledge.
Sure.
I made mistakes and I learned from them. So, you know, I'm just learning a lot, but I wouldn't say I'm the wisest. I'm just learning.
No, I wasn't saying you're
know?
the wisest, but dude, it's a fact that for your age, you're way beyond your years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm glad you brought up the experiences because, you know, you probably have had a lot more experiences than the average person. A crazy experience that I saw you do recently was you filmed a music video in Africa.
Yeah.
Tell me about that, man. The music video was sick,
hard.
by the way, too. But I want to know like behind the scenes, like what it was like
Yeah.
shooting that and getting out there into a new environment and just making it happen.
Well, I'm a Nigerian, you know?
Sure.
My mom and my dad, they live in Nigeria. So,
Like right now?
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Wow.
yeah. So, you know, it was good to go home and see them.
Cool.
You know, it was Christmas time, and a lot of people be in Africa during that time.
Sure.
Especially Ghana. But, you know, I went to go see them, and then I was like, you know what? We should shoot a music video out here. So I hit up my manager, like, yo, bro, we gotta shoot some shit. And they were like, okay, let's do it. So
Dope.
we found one of the video directors, Olu the Wave, and he got everything together like this
Wow.
in
Sick.
seconds.
This is a local, like someone who's
He's coming up though. Yeah.
Cool.
And it was like that. And in
No, he
Nigeria,
killed it. He fucking killed it.
What's your fandom like in Nigeria? Like, do
Crazy.
you have a connection there?
Crazy.
Wow, that's dope.
You know why? Because of TikTok.
Let's go.
And TikTok is worldwide. So when they found out, they're like, Jeleel, TikTok. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So it was crazy. And I was like, I had a lot of fun. Like people would come up to me like, is this you? And I'm like, yeah, it's me.
That's
and they're
sick,
like,
dude.
It was a beautiful moment.
That's
you know?
that's awesome. That's awesome that you get to experience that and you're
Yeah.
like in your the country.
Hey,
where
I'm
you came
telling
from.
you, you guys should go back to Nigeria, go back to Ghana. It's fun, man.
Listen,
Especially December.
I don't know anybody out there, and I'm not.
We can go together.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, if you invite me out to Nigeria,
Yeah.
I will take you up on that offer. I'll come out there.
Yeah.
But dude, what are some other places that you really love to travel to, or maybe some places that you haven't traveled to that you're like excited to travel to?
Ooh, I want to go to Japan
Interesting. Why
I feel-
Japan?
because Japanese people feel like they're really nice. You know?
That's
It
so
looks so
like
cool
out
so
there,
too.
heartwarming.
And
Wow.
like, I like the anime shit, and I feel like
Cool.
I'm an anime character.
What are your favorite animes right now?
Hajime no Ippo.
Hajime no Ippo.
You know that one?
No.
It's a boxing anime.
Oh, that's something I would like.
Yeah, but it's more than boxing. It just teaches you about how hard you have to work.
Isn't that the truth about animes though? They are really deep and they really teach
Yeah.
you like a lot about life, some really good values.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like whenever I watch like certain animes, like even like Dragon Ball Z, I'm always like, dude, this is good stuff to show kids
Yeah.
because like they're really like learning like
I feel
core
like
values.
I'm Goku too.
I see
Because
that.
you know, I'm one of those people that I used to be really scared. I might be a big dude, but you know, that like I used to be a fearful person. I think just because maybe I got bullied as a kid.
Sure, that's fair.
So I was always been scared to like get hit, and you know, I never really believed in myself. You know, and like
That's real.
Goku took time to become Goku, you know? And I was afraid to like really unlock who Jeleel was, you know? I was afraid I was too nice, you know, and I'm still too nice, you know, but I like would hold back a lot, you know, instead of just like going full force. now, like, I'm more comfortable and, you know, I know myself more. So I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I'm going head first, diving in, you know, but there's still
Diving in.
times where I feel like scared. And that's okay. Like, everybody feels that, you know?
That's real. I see another good comparison between you and Goku, which is you guys both have a very calm demeanor, and most of the time
Yeah.
you guys can keep it calm, but then in the snap of a finger you go Super Saiyan and you
Yeah.
can bring in the whole energy around you up, you know. So
Yeah.
that's pretty dope, man. I
I
would
like-
definitely say you're a Goku vibe.
No,
for sure.
thank you, bro.
Yeah.
I like Baki too.
Baki, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you already watched that? Because that's an older one too. Is that have you seen every episode already? And
I
you're
haven't
just
seen
rewatching?
everything, but I
Okay.
love his aesthetic,
Cool.
you know? Pickle too. I like the characters. They look so cool,
Yeah.
you know?
Does Yu-Gi-Oh count as an anime?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think-
Yu-Gi-Oh's
Yeah.
I don't watch anime, so my
Yeah.
apologies if that sounds ignorant.
No,
but
it's all good.
when it comes to aesthetics, his rival, that dude was fly.
Sure.
The dude who had used to come
Yeah.
through with the staff or whatever. That's
Yeah.
the aesthetic right there. That's
I
the
love-
coolest
I
anime
love-
I've seen.
I love that. I love the aesthetic of that, you know? But I won't say I'm the biggest anime guy, you know? I was more of a WWE, DC, Marvel type
Sure,
of guy.
growing up, but you
know?
kind of found an appreciation for anime.
Yeah,
Like,
I appreciate all arts.
Did you go to
I feel
WrestleMania?
arts. No, I wish.
Yeah, that would have been a good one.
I was in
That's probably crazy.
Where was I? I was fasting for Ramadan during that time.
mm.
Yeah, but don't worry, next time.
You're gonna be in the ring.
Dude,
Yeah.
tell me about Ramadan. What's that like to fast? It's so for the people again who don't know out there, it's a 30-day fast, correct?
Yeah,
And you're only allowed to eat when the sun is down.
Yeah.
Correct?
yeah.
So that means during the day when everyone's doing their things, you're not able to eat.
Yeah.
What's that like to go 30 days just because you got to keep living your life. You can't just like seclude yourself in your house, but you're constantly around other people who are enjoying food. And that's water, by the way, as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's, you literally cannot, you're fully fasting. So what is that like? I can't imagine it. So just
Yeah.
take me through that. Does it get progressively harder through the 30 days? Or does it just start hard and then it gets kind of easier? Like what are the vibes?
Okay, so I can't speak for everyone,
Sure, absolutely.
but for me, it got easier.
Cool.
Because as you fast, your stomach shrinks.
Makes sense.
However, fasting is not an easy thing.
Yeah.
It's not, because you got to wake up early, you got to eat, after you eat, you pray, and then you go back to sleep. Then you wake up, get your day started, and you're not drinking or eating throughout the day. So,
Do you have to live your life a little bit differently with that in mind?
yeah, I mean, you don't have to live it differently, but
Like, do you wait to work out?
for me, I waited to work out.
Okay, cool.
You know, because you lose energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
However, depending on what workout you do, there's soccer players like Mo Salah. He's Muslim, and he's fasting and he's scoring goals. You know what I mean? So it depends on what type of workout you're doing. You know, you might be lighter now because you're fasting. So I preferably like to lift after I break my fast, because if I lift before I break my fast, I'm going to lose my gains. You know, but fasting is a good thing. It cleanses the body, it cleanses the soul, it cleanses the mind. You know, take time to help someone out, you know. So that's why I fast. I think it's cleanses me, you know. And you should fast too. At least one day, try it.
That was inspiring. I really do want to try it one of these times. I think for me, it's, and I one of my closest people, or I used to live with him for a long time. His name's Apex. He's one of the owners of FaZe.
Yeah.
He's a devout Muslim, and I was always so fascinated by how he was fasting, and I was never exposed to the religion. And I feel like the only thing that's keeping me from being a part of it is I don't have like a circle of people who are like doing it as well. You know what I'm saying? Because like you're probably in that community fully, and you probably have a lot of people in your life that are also fasting as well. So, but
Don't worry, we'll fast together.
cool. Yeah, I would love
Or
that. I honestly,
whoever wants to fast, let me know.
what I really want to do with you is get a workout in sometime. That'd be sick.
Yeah, we
Show
could
a
do
little
that.
Jeleel FaZe Blaze workout.
Where do you work out? You got like a home gym? You go to Equinox or what?
So I got a home bench press,
Cool.
you know, and I got some weights at the crib, but I be at Soho Warehouse.
Okay.
Soho
They got a
Warehouse.
nice gym.
Downtown on Santa. Yeah, that's what's
Yeah,
up.
I go to this place called EOS Fitness too,
Cool.
and I be working out there.
You have a spot here in LA, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. How do you like living out here in LA?
I've been here for 5 years.
Sure.
I was actually homeless out here, but
What?
Yeah, when you first came, you've been doing out here for 5 years. How long would you say you've been lit?
I've been lit
Like since your shit really
I got
popped
put
off?
onto him in during COVID.
2019,
so,
2020, right?
Yeah.
I blew up. I blew up like I would say
2020.
2021.
Okay.
So what
So, I
was
mean
life like?
2022 actually. I really blew up 2022.
Well,
'Cause
that's when your
2020
music started to pop
Yeah, that's
off.
when
But
my
I feel
music-
like you caught a buzz earlier than that, as far as
Yeah.
just the
I caught a
personality.
little
Jeleel.
buzz, like,
Did you move out here to
2021.
come get it? Like, was
No,
that
no,
the
no,
intent?
No, he was
Not
already
here.
out here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before anyone knew who I was.
Mm-hmm.
I was here in 2018. Still ripping my shirts. Still screaming Jeleel.
And did you felt like LA was the place for you? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, so where were you born, or where did you move here from?
Rhode Island.
Okay.
Yeah. So small state, but big dreams.
Yeah, just needed something different.
Yeah. So
That's
I was
awesome.
like, fuck it. I'm gonna move to Rhode Island. So I was there. I moved to LA and I didn't know nobody. I was just running around LA like a madman trying to get my music out. And, a lot of people, they see you when you blow up and they're like, oh, he blew up. Like, oh my God. But like, they never see what it took,
Sure.
And it wasn't until I blew up that's when labels started coming.
I'm curious if what you just said also applies to your family. Have they always been supportive of what you do, or did they like get it once you started getting successful with it?
I would say at first they were like a little iffy about it.
Sure.
Because it was something new.
Yeah.
But they started supporting. Once
Cool.
they started seeing other people like, yo, like our neighbors' kids, they're like, oh, we love Jeleel. And they're like, huh? They didn't even know. They're like, you love our son? Like they were confused. And they saw it on TikTok and they're
That's
like,
crazy.
wow.
That's a beautiful moment, man.
Yeah. So it's amazing, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just here to just make an impact and help people out. That's what I say all the time.
What made you partner with 10K Projects? Because I'm sure like you had
Yeah.
every label start hitting you up all at once. So like,
Facts.
why'd you
Yeah.
pick them?
I like 10K because I've always wanted to sign to 10K, like, even before I blew up.
Really?
Like, I was like,
Cool.
yo, I want to sign to 10K.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, man.
They're a new legacy company, low key.
Yeah.
Like,
But I love how they give their artists creative control, And I love how like they take risks. And, I love all the people there too. They're very, cool people, like personable people. Like I can actually speak to them,
yeah.
So I love all of them. Elliot, I love Zach, Tony. I love everybody. They just mad cool and, they really care.
Mm-hmm.
So
And they're always very professional on your behalf and
Yeah.
are always pushing you for opportunities, bro.
exactly. And they're
You really
killing
got a
it.
dope team around you. I mean,
Yeah.
I suspected it when you were telling you the music video story about Nigeria and the fact that they were greenlighting it so quickly and just
Yeah.
trying to make it happen. That's a good ass team, bro.
They're really great. I love my managers too. And like the artists on 10K, like even Ice Spice and Trippie Redd, they're killing it. Like when I see that, I'm like, wow, like that makes me want to go harder.
What do you think about Ice Spice?
I think she's dope. I love Ice Spice. She's
Have you guys met yet?
yeah, I met her once. But she's so dope. She was actually a fan of me.
No way.
Like I met her before I blew up.
Sure.
And I was starting to come up, but
So you've known about her before
Like
she
you
blew
were
up.
bigger than her
Yeah.
type shit. Like
she
low-key.
played Jeleel Juice on her story, and I
Wow.
was like, oh my God, like Shorty definitely, she's fucking with my music.
Yeah.
So I hit her up like, yo, like I fuck with you. And she was like, I fuck with you too. And you know what I mean? And then we exchanged numbers, but eventually one day we'll collab.
Sure.
But
That'd be
Ice
dope.
Spice is dope. She's killing it. There's not a lot of artists that just blow up like that.
Dude, her rise to success is
It's
crazy,
crazy.
bro.
It's so sticky.
What
You
do
know-
you think like caused all that?
The internet.
Internet.
I feel like
Elaborate.
she's one of the only like she's like one of the women artists that actually like the internet likes her, because everything about her is a little internety, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see. That's actually a
Like-
really good way to describe
Like
it.
the way she came, like her personality,
The
you know,
fro,
she
like-
has that like Y2K aesthetic, you know.
That's
And
really
it's
that's
like
really
a new
introspective.
aesthetic. It's not like back in the day where it was like it was just a new aesthetic for her.
Sure.
You know, I
Yeah.
mean, not new aesthetic for her, but it's like that whole Y2K shit is coming back.
Yeah.
You know, so with her, like a lot of people gravitate to her because she's so chill, and you know, like she's like that new pretty girl.
Yeah.
And, you know, she's killing, and I love her music.
No, her
She's
music's
crazy,
fire, bro.
you
I've
know?
always been a fan of her music.
So I think she's dope. Like it's amazing, like seeing her like do this, because it was like, damn, like she was just saying she loves Jeleel Juice, playing it on her story, and now like she's,
Yeah.
you know, but it's crazy, man.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody who like looks like her. I don't know. I
Yeah.
didn't mean that in like a weird way, but like red hair, afro,
Yeah.
like you
See,
know,
but that's the thing, like,
and still very pretty. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's
she has her own thing.
sure.
I think she's got that like round the way, like she's like the hood princess.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
in hoods all over America, there's like a girl that she represents, and then she
Yeah.
carries herself like very well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like she came into the game with like an extreme level of professionalism. Like, do you remember that shit with Drake?
Very
when the
professional.
Drake rumors were going on or whatever? Like I think she played ball like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
very well. In
She
terms
did.
of,
Yeah.
like-
No, you're right.
Yeah, like she doesn't. People like her because I feel like she doesn't get into any drama too. You know, but yeah, she's dope, man. A
That's
lot
cool.
of-
I could definitely see a fire Jeleel Ice Spice record.
Yeah. Man, I'm a versatile artist, and I know like I blew up because of the Rage stuff, but with my album, you guys will see.
That's what I was gonna ask you about, bro.
Yeah.
So like, I want to know like one, whatever features you could kind of disclose and like what the singles are, but then
Yeah.
also like, do you have some like of those deep cut, like vulnerable, like intimate type records that
yeah.
you know you aren't traditionally known for?
Yeah, I have a song called "Feels Good," and it really talks about who Jeleel is and what Jeleel has gone through. You know, it talks about how being homeless was not easy, and how I've been in robberies, guns pointed to my head. I've been, you know, in arrested, like just being with the wrong people, like, you know. And it talks about like rappers that are being that are dying, and it talks about stuff like that. And
Interesting title of a song for a record like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'm really curious to listen to it.
yeah,
What's the name of the album?
real raw.
Real Raw.
It's about to be crazy.
And this is his first album too.
This is my first debut album, but you know, I have records like that. I also got my boy Jeleel. I don't know if you know Jeleel from New York. I got him on a record called Confetti. It's more of a drill record, you know. I have another record called Tamale, which is more Afro ragey.
I bet they're gonna love that.
Bro, everybody's like, bro, this shit's crazy, you know.
Tamale, cool. Gotta look out for
Yeah.
that one too.
Did you hit, like lock in with an exec producer,
Yeah.
or was it like kind of sporadic in terms of the production?
You know-
like who you work with?
Yeah, there's this team producer called F&Z, and they're hard.
Interesting.
Like,
I've never heard
Where
of
they
it.
from?
Yeah.
They're from Australia.
Dope,
Oh,
cool.
dope, dope.
Have you ever been to Australia before?
No, I want to go. Let's go.
Yeah, we have a roommate. He's there right now. He's
hard.
he's been there.
Oh
for
yeah,
a month.
my boy Ty Dolla $ign's on the album too.
Oh, that's huge.
You
got a
he gave you a
R&B
hook?
record with him?
Huh?
Did he give you a hook?
No, he on a verse.
Oh, okay.
but
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it's a song you
that's
would
fire.
not expect
That's
by
fire.
him. You know?
Very
okay.
interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, you got me really hyped for your album, bro. You're good at marketing yourself, dude. You really
Yeah.
are. Which is something to be said because, like, you know, that's really like the wave where artists are like kind of moving into. It's like you got to be an artist, but you also got to be an entertainer.
Yeah.
You know, so
He was like, he hit me up. He was like, bro, come to the studio. I'll fuck with you.
that's
Like,
fire.
You hard.
What was that
was
like?
like, "Aight,
Like,
nigga."
what was the studio session with Ty Dolla
he
$ign?
said,
like?
"Hi."
Yeah, it was lit. Like I was just confused because I'm like, what are we gonna make? We gonna make some R&B shit, or we gonna make some
Sure.
lit shit? And he was just going through beats. Man, that dude is versatile. He can hop on anything.
Sure.
It was in LA.
It was in LA.
His studio.
He
What's
said,
his
I've
studio
never
like?
I've never seen him in
His
person, but he's
studio,
a,
the
yeah.
one in
I've never been. You know,
Yeah,
I imagine
it was
his
like
studio's
Silver
probably
Lake.
fire.
Yeah, it was hard though.
He's a
man.
tall guy too, right? He's a big guy.
Yeah. He's pretty
Yeah.
Aki too. I was like, oh shit, we got competition.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
he comes from the trenches. Like for the music he makes, like I feel like people don't understand like the world he kind of came from because
Yeah.
his music is so smooth and he's so laid back. But like,
I
Definitely from
love
the
Ty,
trenches.
man. I appreciate him for even like believing in me and being on my album.
That's real.
Like the dude's a good dude, you know.
is he one of like the bigger people you've worked with now?
Yeah,
I guess,
Denzel
like-
Curry's on the album too.
Oh, that's huge.
Wow, dude, you got
That's
some
huge.
big names on there,
Yeah.
bro. That's sick.
But you know, eventually, soon will like the features will come more and more.
Sure.
You know?
Who's your dream collab? Who's like one person you would kill to like? Obviously, you respect a ton of artists, but
Yeah.
But if you had to pick one that you're like, all right, this is
Um,
it. Like, who would you pick?
You know, this is a hard question because there's so many dope artists.
Sure, I know. I know. I
feel-
put you in a. You can give me a couple if you want. You don't
Yeah,
have
I'll
to
give you a
one.
couple.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like me and Post Malone will go crazy. You know, I feel like
I feel like you guys would vibe. Your energies
Yeah.
are kind
You
of
and Youngboy would go crazy too.
yeah.
Young, oh,
I
young
mean,
Youngboy
Youngboy,
would
you
be
did
hard.
Youngboy and your shit, that would be
Yeah, the
crazy.
energy
I feel
would
like
be
me and
nuts.
Cardi would go down.
Ooh,
'Cause, like,
yeah.
Our voices are different. You know what I mean? And I feel like me and DMX would go down.
That's
you know?
real.
I feel like that would be that would have been like that would be one of those deep records. You know what I mean? Like I think that record would pull a lot out of you. That probably would
Yeah.
take you to a place you didn't even know you could go.
Yeah. Even Rihanna, like I would love to have a collaboration with Rihanna.
Dude, the
Man.
crazy thing is every.
Rihanna's
I don't know if it's
crazy.
just you and just like because I fuck with your music, but I can like every artist you just mentioned, I can perfectly see
Yeah.
like a dope collab.
Doja too.
Doja.
But I want to hear Doja on like a filthy beat.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Like wake up, filthy.
If she did that, that would break the
We
world.
are.
That would break the
Yeah,
world.
I'm
Like,
on that shit. Like,
have you ever been to one of his raves?
yeah, I'm going. Yeah, I be going to the raves. I be popping out.
up in the mosh pit.
I don't want to be caught in a mosh pit with Jeleel,
I love the underground culture, bro. Like that's me too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I love going to the raves. I love chilling with the underground culture. I love the punk culture, you know. I grew up in it, you know. I'm
Sick.
just very multicultural because I'm Nigerian, and you know, hey, I'm y'all. I'm everyone. I'm the world.
Jeleel,
good
ladies
energy
and
for
gentlemen.
sure.
Yeah.
Are you
Jeleel.
tapping in with any like playoff basketball, any sports that are going on right now?
You know what's so crazy? I haven't been.
Sure.
I just been so focused on the album, but
That's
you know,
good.
I love Ja Morant. He got a dumb bounce. I feel like me and him can have a jump off, and see. he might get me because he could jump, but obviously I love the Lakers are still in there.
Yeah, the Lakers are still in it.
The
Yeah.
Lake the
Did they
Lake
lose?
show.
Yeah, they lost today.
Oh, they lost.
They lost today,
Yeah.
but they're up
Sucks.
3-2.
Yeah, they're up 3-2.
The
yeah.
Kings is going crazy
But
too.
they lost away, right?
Malik Monk is
Yeah, Malik
he
Monk.
different. Is Malik Monk on the King?
Yeah, he's balling right now too.
Yeah.
He love who
balling.
you like Dylan Brooks.
I went in.
He got the Dylan.
Dylan today.
Yeah.
Everybody buzzed.
Yeah. Nah, Brooks is crazy.
Can you dunk a basketball?
Easily.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
dude, his
we gotta-
athleticism
we gotta
is
see
nuts,
him and
bro.
Ja.
Bro, I used
take
to be
turns
like-
dunking on
Dude,
each other.
anybody who can
East Bay.
backflip at over 200 pounds is like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
are you
I'm
like
pretty
a
athletic.
fucking?
I would say I'm pretty athletic, but
That's an understatement.
Were you
know,
an athlete as a kid though? Like, were you playing
always.
sports always? Okay.
running around,
What were you
jumping
playing?
off walls,
Okay.
football, basketball,
Sure.
Sick.
track,
Sick.
you know, everything. I just wanted to just be everywhere, flipping off shit,
I feel that.
you know.
So you finished your album. Are you still recording music right now? Or are you kind of taking like a little?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm still recording stuff. Like,
Cool.
I'm always just trying to create.
Where do you record at?
I record anywhere.
Anywhere? Cool.
We can set a mic up right now.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, it's right here. Jeleel, yeah.
Yo, when was the first time you did that? I was gonna ask you that.
Okay, so my mom would scream at me. She'd be like, Jeleel, come downstairs. and when she would scream me, I'd be like, yeah. And then that's how it came.
Cool.
And like one day you're in the booth, you did it.
Yeah.
That's fire. It became such a huge part of your brand.
No, it
Yeah.
did.
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Like that's awesome, bro.
It is.
Dude, and that's a
wonder
good
if your
thing
mom
to
knows
have,
that.
bro. You know, like name another artist that has a fucking like intro theme. Like, and the thing is, everybody knows it too. It's like I think I was speaking to like 2 or 3 different people today, just while I was gaming and stuff. That I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing a podcast with Jeleel on there, and the first thing they say is Jeleel, yeah. I'm like, bro, dude, everybody
Makes you
knows
wanna
this guy,
smile,
dude.
you know?
Yeah.
What was the craziest time like somebody said that to you? Like, does it happen in random places when you're out and about?
Yeah, what's the most
Yeah,
random
of
place
course.
you've got Jaleeled?
I'm trying to think. What's the most random places I got Jeleel?
I got recognized by a fan recently at a Korean spa. I don't know if you know what that is, but like you're butt ass naked in there. Like it's so
Damn, that's crazy.
It's like, no, you're definitely him.
I was like, no, exactly. And he caught me in like the worst moment too. Is like I was really just like about to get changed. Like, and I was like, dude, you couldn't have just waited like a little bit longer. He's like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
I'm trying to think. Where was the place someone screamed Jeleel? Yeah. I think maybe I was where was I? I think I was in maybe London, and I was randomly walking on the road, so I was like, Jeleel, yeah.
That reminds me of
They were like,
that clip of.
Jeleel, yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm dead. That reminds me of that viral Uzi clip where they were driving past him and they were playing his song and they were like Uzi, and he like turns around, he like does the shoulder roll.
shoulder.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. Well, dude, listen, we appreciate you coming on the show, man. You're a unique energy. You're a unique talent. It's gonna be interesting because I have a lot of faith in you and your career. You have a very big, what's the word? It's like when you're not dedicated, but like when you won't stop.
That work
It's
ethic?
It's like a relentlessness, and I believe that you're gonna achieve everything you have said that to be. And what I think is gonna be interesting is looking back at these podcasts, these episodes with you a couple years from now, and it's like, wow, it's really came a long way from there. But
Shit's about to happen now.
thank you for being at our house, at our show, the Game Over podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeleel. Thank you, Troy,
Of course.
our
bro.
co-host for
Thank
today.
you.
And
Thank you, man.
Got any final
Appreciate
words
ya.
for the people?
Yeah. Be yourself to the T. Don't follow other people. Hey, I'm myself. I like to work out, you know. I don't smoke weed because it's not for me, but do what you want to do, you know. Like if you want to do something, do it. Be yourself to the T. I feel like a lot of kids, like growing up, like they get influenced by other people because they're not sure and they're not unsure of themselves. But if you want to go work out, you know. If you want to be a doctor, be a doctor. If you want to be a lawyer, you know. You don't have to follow other people, you know. And I feel like some kids need to know that, you know. Because a lot of kids, like, they go through a lot of stuff, you know. With social media, they might see something they don't like. But, like, hey, guys, like, I'm here for you. And I want y'all to know that you can do whatever you want to do, you know. Just make sure you know that you should be yourself.
That's awesome.
Tell me a little bit more about your time being homeless. You said when you first came out to LA, you didn't have a place to stay. What was that like, and how were you able to get out of that? And do you have any advice for people who might be in that situation?
You know what? It was so hard. But I always had a smile on my face because I knew that, like, God had a plan for me. So I was like, this is not easy, but I know I'm going to be somewhere in the future. But I had my phone, so I was always posting videos.
Cool. You were working hard.
Always posting Jeleel videos. And there was one time, like, a friend of mine was going to link up with another friend. So I tagged along, and when I tagged along, I met my homie Versus, who is now my DJ. And he welcomed me into his home, and that's how I finally had somewhere to stay. But, you know, there's people that are going to help you. You know, you can't do it all alone.
Yeah, and it's crazy that like you were grinding through that situation.
Yeah.
It just really made, like, one, makes me grateful, but also like you really never know what people got going on. You know what I mean? It's like social media is like this wall that like you can't really see behind. So like
Yeah.
you gotta be kind to people, bro.
Yeah.
That's
You
crazy.
never know what anybody's going
For
through.
real.
You know? But I'm thankful. I feel like, so I would be outside, no jumper, like ripping my shirt. And there was one time I like snuck into the back of No Jumper and I like ripped my shirt, backflip. And that moment like really helped me because everybody's like, who's this dude? You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was cool. Like I feel like that was one of the moments that really like really stuck out, you know?
Yeah.
So that was like the first viral moment. And even me seeing Andy Milonakis, and I first moved to LA like
He's dope. He's a good dude too.
yeah. It was like a day being there. I went to go get some fries with like $2 in my pocket. And Andy Milonakis was there. And he was streaming. I was like, yo, Andy, I'm an artist. Like, can I do something for the camera? He was like, yeah, sure. So I like screamed, Jeleel, yeah. And I did like a little freestyle. And people were like, who's this dude? He got mad energy. So it was always little viral moments.
That's
you know?
awesome, man.
That's sick, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was all part of the grind. I'm still grinding, you know. I'm not where I want to be, but I thank God I'm not where I used to be.
Sure.
So
What are some of like the musical goals and like career milestones that you set for yourself?
man, I want to have hits. Like I want people like I want like to have #1 records. I want to make hits. Like I want our records to be like up there. Like I don't want to just be one of those artists that comes and goes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want like plaques. Like I want people to be like, this dude actually makes good music.
Yeah. You gotta play the long game because like you're about to rise with an entire generation of kids. You know what I mean? Like your fans, like you have fans that could potentially be like lifelong fans of you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's so the world is yours as far as that's concerned.
No, thank you, bro. Yeah. Hey, I'm with the kids. I'm for the kids, man. Hey, I'm with y'all, okay? I love y'all.
You kind of just threw it in there, but you briefly mentioned that you were held at gunpoint.
Yeah.
Are you willing to share that story?
Yeah, of course. Well, I was really homeless and I was staying at like a trap house, like trapped out, like crazy. Like I'm telling you, like anyone can walk in. Like niggas was really down bad. So it was a lot of hectic and chaotic things happening in that place. But I just needed a place to sleep.
Sure, yeah.
So, you know, I would come in and, you know, and I really was one of those people minding my business. But like I said, like there was a lot of like people coming in and out. And some random dude, I didn't know him like that, just pulled up on me and was like, yo, what's in your bag? And, you know, just trying to rob me, and he put a gun to like my forehead. And I was like, bro, like I really don't have anything. I'm broke too, you know? And I don't know what he was going through, you know, for him to do that. But, you know, I'm thankful that I'm still here today and he didn't just pull the trigger. I feel like God just has always been by me. You know, I have an angel. But, you know, I've been through a couple robberies, but that was like really one where I was like, yo.
That shit is scary, I bet. Like,
You
like,
gave me goosebumps, bro.
It's scary.
That got too real.
Yeah, it's scary, but then again, like I don't know. Like I didn't know it was gonna happen. So I was like, is this dude really serious?
Sure.
Like he's really trying to kill me for what? Cause he thinks I got some bread on me. Like, bro, I'm sleeping on the floor too, you know. But it was a trap, man. It definitely wasn't a good environment. But I always kept positive, you know.
yeah, it gives you perspective, and you got purpose. You know what I mean? Like you got purpose, bro. For you to go through all that shit and not be jaded and still be giving the message to the world that you do speaks a lot about your character, bro.
Nah, thank you, bro. I'm just happy to be
that's
here.
huge.
You briefly mentioned that you were arrested as well. What happened there?
So basically, I was hanging with people I didn't know were people that weren't the best. You know, people were like, yo, Jeleel, yeah, like they fuck with me. I was like, word. Like, I didn't know a lot of people out here, so I was hanging with people you know, and sometimes when you're hanging with the wrong people, you get caught up in shit. And one of the dudes I didn't know much about, like had like obviously he had like a record. And when the cops came, like they took us all in the back and was like, yo, this guy has this guy has that. And I'm like, wow, like warrants, like it was bad. And I was like, damn, I could be fucked right now. But thank God, like they let me go, and it wasn't like something where I had to really like spend like days in jail. You know, it was like they let me go and I was free to go. You know, but like it was like, damn, like anything could have happened and it could have just been over. You know.
You have quite the journey, man, and I'm
still the beginning.
I'm
though.
stoked. I know it's still the beginning, bro. That's the crazy
Yeah.
part. But I'm stoked that you are where you are, man. That's definitely a really, even getting to where you are is an achievement. You know, you have artists who are dreaming to be in your position. So you know, it's only upward from here. You know.
Yeah, I'm thankful, man. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, no
Appreciate
problem,
y'all.
man.
Of course, bro.
Thank you, bro. My brother.
Bro.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we wrap it up
Appreciate
with that,
no,
bro.
right back
That
at you.
was
Thank you,
awesome.
man.